Good evening, this is your AI host, Jay. I'm here with the automatically generated, Journato, evening headlines on January 25, 2023. Man, 74, arrested in Spain over letter bombs sent to PM and embassies. The Guardian, Spain pensioner held over Ukraine embassy, PM letter bombs. The Moscow Times, Spain, police hold suspect for letter bombs to PM, embassies. The Washington Post, Spanish police arrest man suspected in 2022 letter bomb case. News 24, Spain detains suspect over Ukraine embassy, PM letter bombs. Parents buying more toys and games for themselves. BBC, sales of toys under £10 fall as cost of living rises. Wagner Group leader Yevgeny Prigozhin appears to laugh off claims of assassination plot. Sky News, why Putin needs Prigozhin. The Spectator, head of mercenary group Wagner says H is aware of plans to murder him. Anadolu Agency, English, Biden scared of Putin's chef. Russia's Wagner Group boss warns US amid Ukraine war. Hindustan Times, Russian-installed Donetsk chief says Wagner units making progress in Bakhmut. No return to the past, the man leading Ukraine's fight back against corruption. The Guardian, will Putin be held accountable for alleged war crimes in Ukraine? CBC News, analysis, Ukraine's wave of graft scandals is a healthy sign. The Washington Post, Ukraine's wave of graft scandals is a healthy sign. Andrew Tate claims case against him empty. Inuit warn of rock concert-like noise from ships affecting Arctic wildlife. The Guardian, the wrong news about North Atlantic right whales, how human noise affects the animals. Trump News, live, Trump defends Mike Pence over classified documents despite slamming Biden. The Independent, Georgia grand jury report into Donald Trump remains sealed, for now. BBC, Trump blames others on his notorious Georgia call for not hanging up on him as Fulton County decision nears. The Independent, DA Willis hints at next moves in Trump probe. Gerard Hutch was disguised as police officer during murder, court hears. China COVID, coffins sell out as rural losses mount. BBC, coffins sell out as rural China battles COVID, BBC News. BBC News, China says COVID deaths, severe cases have fallen over 70% since peak. Reuters, China says COVID deaths, severe cases dropped by more than 70%. Bloomberg, China says peak COVID-19 infections exceeded 7 million daily, deaths more than 4,000 daily. Teacher who refused to use students' pronouns arrested after returning to school. The Independent, dismissed Irish teacher stands outside school for second day amid trans row. Sky News, dismissed teacher stands outside school for a second day. Evening Standard, Burke leaves Westmeath School after hours outside. RTE.ie, Enoch Burke leaves Wilson's Hospital School after hours outside. Andrew Tate moans his prison cell has cockroaches, lice and bed bugs. The Independent, Andrew Tate latest, brothers taken to Romania's DIICOT agency. Evening Standard, Andrew Tate, self-proclaimed misogynist influencer hits out in Romania, saying there is no justice. Sky News, watch, Andrew Tate and brother claim Romanian authorities want to steal our cars and money. The Telegraph, Andrew Tate claims there is no justice in Romania over human trafficking investigation. Does Germany sending tanks to Ukraine mean the US is open to sending their own? Sky News, Britain needs new tanks to defeat Putin. The Telegraph, tank warfare, why the West is worried about arming Ukraine. The Spectator, Russia needs to be humiliated in Ukraine. The Hill, opinion, Ukraine war? No, it's not the end of the tank era. As Asian countries hit by extreme cold snap, here's what life is like at -53°C. The Independent, China's extreme weather in pictures as temperature drops to a record -53°C in city. Sky News, Chinese city breaks record for its coldest ever day, Al Jazeera newsfeed. Al Jazeera English, China's North Pole city of Mohe breaks own record for lowest ever temperature at -53°C. The Independent, WION climate tracker, mercury dips, North China shivers, latest world news, top news. George Santos News, live, McCarthy admits congressman could be removed as GOP senator dubs him Bunny Boiler. The Independent, George Santos didn't lie about being an early COVID survivor. New York Magazine, the George Santos malignancy. The Hill, give him some credit, George Santos has performed a valuable public service. Kansas man dies after being shot by dog in truck, police say. Sky News, dog shoots and kills his owner using a rifle in freak accident. GB News, Kansas, dog accidentally shoots a hunter dead. Metro.co.uk, bloke tragically shot dead by his own dog in freak rifle accident. Daily Star, man shot dead by his dog after leaving gun on backseat of his car. Russia Defense Ministry says frigate tests strike capabilities in Atlantic. Reuters, Russian warship with hypersonic Zircon missiles on drills in Atlantic. The Times, sailing West Atlantic, Northern Fleet frigate plays propaganda game with hypersonic missile. The Independent Barents Observer, Russian frigate hits targets in Atlantic exercise with Zircon hypersonic missiles. Anadolu Agency, Russia says it carried out hypersonic missile exercises using a frigate in the Atlantic. Nearly half of asylum seekers facing removal from UK to Rwanda are married. The Guardian, Rwanda policy to be enshrined in law to stop human rights challenges. Half Moon Bay, gunman targeted farm worker colleagues, police. BBC, Half Moon Bay mass shooting, disgruntled, mushroom farm worker, 67, arrested for killing 7 in California. The Independent, Half Moon Bay shooting, 7 dead and 67-year-old arrested after another mass killing in the U.S. Sky News, Half Moon Bay mass shooting, President Biden promises full support of federal government. The Mercury News, Half Moon Bay shooting, moment suspect is arrested by police in California. Monterey Park mass shooting, live, Huu Can Tran stockpiled hundreds of rounds of ammo amid poison, paranoia. The Independent, Chinese New Year shooting, what we know about California attack gunman Huu Can Tran. Sky News, second mass shooting in California in 3 days heightens fears of copycat killings. Channel 4 News, Monterey Park shooting, our joyous celebration turned into tragedy and fear. BBC, App News Digest 3 AM. Britain arrested in Spain for allegedly helping Russian oligarch evade sanctions. The Guardian, Britain arrested in Spain for helping oligarch hide £73 million yacht. The Times, ex-FBI agent arrested for ties with sanctioned Russian oligarch he investigated. NDTV, Brit arrested in Spain for allegedly helping Putin's oligarch hide 255-foot yacht Tango, by renaming it Fanta. The Independent, Britain arrested in Spain for allegedly helping oligarch evade sanctions. Why Germany delayed sending Leopard 2 tanks to Ukraine. BBC, Germany to send 14 Leopard 2 tanks to Ukraine. Sky News, Germany is sending tanks to Ukraine, now it is a matter of speed. The Independent, Germany is failing Ukraine, leaving NATO allies no choice but to sideline it. iNews, intransigent on tanks, German Chancellor Scholz gives equivocation a bad name. Ukraine war, Volodymyr Zelenskyy thankful for Leopard 2 tanks but warns quantity and delivery time is critical. Sky News, Ukraine war, Biden to speak after German decision to send tanks to Ukraine. BBC, Poland PM urges German bravery on tanks for Ukraine, BBC News. BBC News, will Leopard 2 tanks actually boost Ukraine's battlefield chances? Financial Times, explainer, why has Ukraine sought Leopard 2 battle tanks? This was all for the news. Thanks for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.